In this video I'm going to show you how to bulk upload images to Google Sheets using Excel.
Once I've downloaded the folder, I need to extract the folder. So here is where it is in my downloads folder. Because it's currently compressed or a zip file, we need to extract the file from the folder. So we need to right click on that folder and go to extract all. And we need to go to browse because we can't put this file into the downloads folder because the code won't run in the downloads folder, so we need to save it elsewhere. So I'm going to go to browse and I'm going to save mine in my bulk image uploader folder. Click select folder and then click extract.
Next I'm going to open up the folder that I've moved my file to and then double click and I'm going to open it up. Once it's loaded, I need to click the button that says enable content. This will allow the macros to run, which will help me upload the images into the Excel file. And I'm click on yes, make this file a trusted document, because then you won't have to enable the macros every single time you turn the file on. Now we're coming on to uploading the pictures. So to start with, we just want to click on the button that says click here to add pictures. And we'll get a pop-up that will allow us to choose the folder. So there's some instructions at the top. All we actually need to do is click the button label to click here to select your folders, and we'll navigate to our folder and click OK. Then after that you'll find the folder path will be at the bottom and you can check it's correct. So I'm going to navigate to the folder that I want mine in and click on it. It will come up at the bottom where it says folder name. You can see there that says test images, and all I need to do then is click OK. Then at the bottom it will show you which folder that you selected, so you can just check that and make sure it's the correct one. If it's not, click here again to select your folder. Next we'll then click the tab labelled images, so we can input our file name for our images. The images do need to be named in a certain way. They also need to be either a JPEG or a PNG file, so the extension will need to be a .jpg or a .png. The images you're going to upload need to have the same name, and you need to label them sequentially from 1, and that's very important. So for example, you might have slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, etc. Slide 1 being the first slide that you want to upload. If you want to know how to rename your images easily, there's a tab that says renaming images easily you can click on, and it will show you a step-by-step guide to how to do that. I will also show you that nice and quickly in the video, so you can rename multiple files all at once so they end up with a sequential numbering. In order to do that, I'm going to select my file where I've got all my images, and I'm going to click on the last file first. That's very important. Then we go back to the top, and then I'm going to hold the shift button and click on the first file. Then I'm going to right click on that file, which is the first one I want to upload, and click rename. I can then type in anything that I want to, so I'm going to type in questions, and then when I hit return you'll notice that all the files are renamed questions with a space after them, and then the number will be in brackets. I'm now going to go back to my image uploader tool and go back to the images tab, and I'm going to type this in. So we need to replace the number in your file names with an asterisk or a star. So I'm going to type in, for example, with my ones it's going to be questions, space, open bracket, star or asterisk, and then close bracket. It's also really important we put the file extension afterwards, so these ones are .png, so I'm going to type in .png. The final thing we need to do to upload our images is to put how many images I'm going to upload. So I'm going to do 200. So I'm going to type that into the box. Then I'm going to click insert images, and all the images that I want to upload will be inserted over the top of the cells. Now it's very, very important that you don't click and drag or move any of the images, and you don't click and drag and change any of the cell dimensions, so the rows or the column sizes. When you go to upload it, that will mean that they're not actually in the cells when you get them up to Google Sheets. I have also included a delete images button, so if you want to delete the images off the spreadsheet you can click that and it will delete all of them in one go. It's pretty handy once you've uploaded your file into your Google Drive, as you can reuse this Excel file as a template again, so you can delete all the images and then upload some new pictures. So I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to upload the Excel file into my Google Drive. This is a folder I want to upload my images into, so I'm going to find my File Explorer. I'm going to click and drag my Excel file into Google Sheets, and that should upload it. Then I can right click it and open with Google Sheets, or I can double click it to open the file. Once a file opens, it should populate all your images into Google Sheets, and you'll find that they should be in the cells. In order to check that all your images have uploaded at once, we can click on the top left hand box, which should select all the rows and all the columns on the sheet, and then I'm going to select and click on the little bar below the 1, and I'm going to click and drag that all the way to the top to minimise the rows as much as possible. And then if you scroll down, if you have no images randomly floating over the top of the cells, then you know all your images have been uploaded properly. Once you're happy, you can go to edit and undo, and that will put the file back to the way it was before. From here, you can either go to File, Save as Google Sheet, and it will save it as a Google Sheet as opposed to an Excel version of the file in your Google Drive, and you can build your spreadsheet around the images you've uploaded. Or the alternative is you can copy them over to an existing spreadsheet that you want to upload the images into, which I'm going to show you how to do now.
Pretty straightforward. We're going to right click the bottom, copy to an existing spreadsheet, and either you can use the URL, which is up here. So this is the file that I'd like to upload one into, and I'm going to copy that and then come back to original file, and then I'm just going to paste that into there and hit return, and it will show you that particular file there. Or the other alternative is you search for it. So for example, and again we're going to click it and open it up, click OK, and then when we come over to the image uploader test file that I've transferred my images onto, you'll see that there's a copy of the images would have been added onto your file as a separate tab. So I'm going to click on that tab, and I only want to copy over the first 10, so I'm just going to click and drag down there, right click copy, or you can do Control and C. Come back to your original sheet and find the area you want to upload your images into. Right click the top cell, and then I normally do paste special values only so it fits in with the background of the actual activity, and then you'll see here you've got those images uploaded into the cell, and it should resize with the cell. There we go, nice basic task card. And finally, once you're happy that you've uploaded all of your images into your spreadsheet, if you right click the insert images file and click delete and OK, and then that will just remove that from there. You can always copy it back over again if you need to.